My precious child, the verdict has now been sealed. In the courts of heaven, your case was fully heard, and judgment has already been issued completely in your favor. Those who plotted against you in secret, those who smiled to your face while sharpening their knives behind your back, have now been exposed. I am about to vindicate you openly before the very people who tried to destroy you. What I am preparing to reveal will confirm what you have been sensing deeply in your spirit. This is not a coincidence that you are hearing these words right now. I have carefully orchestrated this divine appointment because something urgent is taking place in the spiritual realm at this very moment, and it concerns you directly. A decree has been released from my throne that overturns every negative judgment ever spoken against you. It is a ruling that establishes your complete victory in every area where you have been experiencing defeat, and it confirms that a miracle is already on its way to your doorstep. I see you carrying burdens that were never meant for your shoulders to bear. You have been fighting battles that I already won for you, and struggling with doubts that have no power over the truth of who you are in me. The weight pressing down on your spirit is not from me. The confusion clouding your vision is not of my design. The fear paralyzing your progress has never been part of my plan for your life. All of these pressures are tactics of an enemy who knows his time is running short and who senses that your breakthrough is imminent. You have been walking through a season where it seems as if everyone around you has turned their back on your dreams. People you trusted betrayed your confidence. Those you loved spoke words that cut deeper than any sword could reach. I have watched every tear fall from your eyes in the silence of your room when you thought no one was paying attention. I have counted every sleepless hour you spent staring at the ceiling, wondering if the future would bring any relief from the weight of your circumstances. I have felt every ache in your heart when disappointment after disappointment knocked at your door. I want you to know that not a single second of your suffering has gone unnoticed by me. Yet there is something you could not see during this difficult season. While you lay awake at night wondering if anyone cared about your situation, I was working through the night on your behalf, moving people and circumstances into position for your breakthrough.
While you questioned whether your prayers were reaching heaven, I was already preparing answers that would exceed your expectations. While you wondered if I have forgotten about you, I was positioning you for the greatest demonstration of my faithfulness you have ever witnessed. The people who hurt you, who whisper lies about your character, who tried to diminish your light because they could not stand the brightness of your potential, do not understand that they are fighting against something far greater than themselves. They see your kindness and mistake it for weakness, not realizing that meekness is power under control. They witness your humility and confuse it with insecurity, failing to recognize that humility is the doorway to honor. They observe your faith and assume it makes you naive, not realizing that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. What they fail to recognize is that you carry within you the very essence of my divine nature. No weapon formed against you will ever prosper, because I am your shield and your defender. The DNA of heaven flows through your spiritual veins. The same power that spoke the universe into existence now dwells within you. The authority that commands angels and silences demons has been deposited into your spirit. You are not merely a human trying to survive in a hostile world. You are a divine being having a temporary human experience. That divine nature within you is about to manifest in ways that will astonish everyone who knows you. I want to tell you something now that will forever change how you see every challenge that comes your way from this moment forward. Trust me completely. Remain steadfast and remember that everything unfolding now is working together for your ultimate good always. The attacks you have been experiencing, the setbacks that caused you to question your worth, and the closed doors that left you feeling rejected and forgotten are not happening because I have abandoned you, nor because you have done something deserving of punishment. These moments are the desperate attempts of an enemy who knows that his time is running short and who understands that something powerful is about to unfold in your life. He recognizes the immense calling placed upon you, and he is using every tactic available to convince you to give up before you step fully into the destiny prepared for you. Every attack you endure is evidence of your importance in my kingdom. Every obstacle you face is proof of the significant assignment I have entrusted to you. Every form of opposition confirms that the enemy sees something within you that threatens his kingdom of darkness. If you were not destined for greatness, if you were not chosen to make a lasting impact, if you were not appointed to advance my kingdom, the enemy would leave you undisturbed. The intensity of the spiritual warfare surrounding you is an invitation to arise and step into the authority that belongs to you as my child. I am here to remind you of something the enemy hopes you will forget. You are not an ordinary person struggling to survive in life. You are my chosen one, selected before the foundation of the world, designed with unique gifts and talents that no one else possesses. You were created to fulfill a purpose that only you can accomplish. Before the stars were placed in the heavens, before the mountains were established, before the seas were formed, I had you in mind. I designed you intentionally for this specific time and place. You are not an accident of biology or a coincidence of circumstances. You are a carefully crafted masterpiece, created for such a time as this. The opposition you are facing is proof of your significance in my kingdom and evidence of how deeply the enemy fears what I am about to accomplish through your life. He has studied the blueprints of your destiny that were written before the world began, and what he sees there terrifies him to his core. He understands that when you fully embrace your identity and step into your calling, his kingdom will suffer tremendous loss, while my kingdom advances powerfully. He has seen the influence your testimony of restoration will have on families that are currently broken, and he knows that healing will spread through households across the world. He has witnessed the authority you will carry within communities that are divided, and he knows your example of unity will bridge generational divides. He has observed the influence you will wield in the marketplace, within your profession, and throughout your sphere of impact. He recognizes that your integrity and wisdom will confront corruption and establish new standards of righteousness and excellence. Before continuing, there is something crucial you must understand about those who rise against you. Consider Joseph, a young man who carried dreams that seemed impossible to everyone around him. At only 17 years old, I gave him visions revealing his future authority and influence. Between receiving those dreams and seeing them fulfilled were 13 years of testing, training, and character development that prepared him for the responsibility ahead. His own brothers, those who should have supported him, sold him into slavery because they could not tolerate the favor resting upon his life. They envied his colorful coat, a symbol of his father's love, but more deeply they resented the anointing evident upon him. They recognized he was different, that something extraordinary marked his life, and instead of celebrating, they allowed jealousy to poison their hearts and lead them to betray their own brother. Joseph found himself in Egypt, far from family and familiarity, sold as a slave to a man named Potiphar. Yet even in slavery, my blessing upon him was unmistakable. Potiphar placed him in charge of his entire household because everything Joseph touched prospered. Every assignment Joseph managed succeeded. Every responsibility he was given was completed with excellence. His integrity, diligence, wisdom, and character distinguished him from everyone else. Then another test arrived, one that would reveal whether his character matched his calling. Potiphar's wife attempted to seduce him, offering pleasure that would have compromised his integrity and destroyed his testimony. Day after day she pressured him, presenting temptation that might have appealed to a young man far from home. Joseph understood that integrity outweighed momentary pleasure, and righteousness mattered more than comfort. When he refused her advances and fled from temptation, she falsely accused him of the very act she attempted to commit. Once again, Joseph suffered for doing what was right, facing consequences not for wrongdoing but for faithfulness and obedience to my ways. Punished for maintaining his integrity and penalized for choosing character over compromise, Joseph was thrown into prison for a crime he did not commit. With each passing day, it seemed as though his dreams were drifting further away, becoming more impossible rather than closer to fulfillment. For 2 additional years, Joseph remained in that prison, serving time for an injustice while the true criminals walked free. What Joseph could not see during those painful years was that every setback was actually a setup for something far greater. The pit had been preparing him for the palace, and the prison was shaping him for promotion. The confinement was developing within him the character required to carry the authority he would soon receive. The long seasons of waiting were teaching him dependence on my perfect timing, a dependence that would later serve him well when he became second in command over the most powerful nation on earth. While imprisoned, Joseph encountered 2 men who would eventually play key roles in his elevation: Pharaoh's chief butler and chief baker. Both men were troubled by dreams they could not understand, and Joseph, operating in the gift of interpretation I had given him, revealed their meanings with clarity and accuracy. Just as Joseph declared, the chief butler was restored to his position, yet he forgot Joseph entirely, leaving him in prison for 2 more years. During that time, Joseph continued to wait faithfully, unaware that his moment was drawing closer. When Pharaoh himself had dreams that no one could interpret, Joseph was finally summoned. He arrived not only with supernatural insight, but also with practical wisdom that would save an entire nation from famine. In a single day, Joseph was elevated from forgotten prisoner to the second most powerful ruler in Egypt. The crisis revealed through Pharaoh's dreams became the doorway to Joseph's promotion. The threat that endangered Egypt became the platform for his elevation. Every false accusation Joseph endured had removed people who would have hindered his rise. Every closed door redirected him toward the one that would alter not only his destiny, but the destiny of nations. Every night Joseph lay wondering if he had been forgotten was actually a night when I was working behind the scenes, aligning people and circumstances for his breakthrough. When the time was right and everything was perfectly aligned with my plan, I lifted him from prison to palace in a single day.
Those who sought to destroy him were stunned by the transformation they witnessed. This is exactly what I am doing in your life right now. While you focus on doors that have closed, I am opening doors no one can shut. While you grieve relationships that ended, I am preparing divine connections to accelerate your purpose beyond expectation. While you question why certain opportunities passed you by, I am orchestrating opportunities designed specifically for your gifts and calling. The season you are in is not your permanent address. It is not your final destination. It is your preparation ground, your training place, where strength and wisdom are being formed for what is coming. Every tear you have shed is watering the seeds of your breakthrough. Every prayer you have whispered is shifting mountains you cannot yet see. Every act of faith, no matter how small, is creating ripples in the spiritual realm that are about to manifest as overwhelming blessings in your life. Now listen carefully, because this next example reveals how I vindicate those who are betrayed. Consider Moses, another servant who endured a long season of preparation before stepping into his destiny. Moses was born during a time when my people were enslaved in Egypt, when Hebrew baby boys were being killed to prevent Israel from growing strong. Yet from birth my hand was upon him. I orchestrated his rescue and placed him in Pharaoh's household, where he received the finest education and training Egypt could offer, preparing him for what lay ahead. For 40 years, Moses lived in the palace, learning leadership, administration, military strategy, and diplomacy. He had access to influence, resources, and opportunities that most people could only imagine. Yet when he saw an Egyptian taskmaster brutally beating a Hebrew slave, his deep sense of justice moved him to act, and that single moment forced him to flee for his life into the wilderness. What appeared to be the end of his future was actually the beginning of the next stage of preparation. For another 40 years, Moses lived in the wilderness, tending sheep, learning patience, developing humility, and discovering how to hear my voice in the silence of the desert. The man who once lived as a prince in Egypt became a shepherd in Midian. From the outside, it seemed as though all of his potential was being wasted in obscurity, but I was using those years to strip away his dependence on human strength and teach him reliance on divine power. I was replacing confidence rooted in position and privilege with confidence that flowed from knowing me deeply and personally. When Moses finally encountered me at the burning bush, when I called him to return to Egypt and lead my people out of slavery, he was no longer the impulsive man who had tried to deliver Israel through his own ability. He had become a humble, surrendered vessel who understood his complete dependence on my presence and power. The 80-year-old Moses was far more qualified to lead the Exodus than the 40-year-old Moses ever was. Not because he was stronger or more intelligent, but because he was emptier of himself and fuller of me. The plagues in Egypt, the miracle at the Red Sea, the provision in the wilderness, and the giving of the law at Mount Sinai all required a leader formed through blessing and brokenness, favor and testing, elevation and humiliation. Moses could guide my people through their wilderness because he had already walked through his own. He learned to trust my faithfulness even when circumstances seemed impossible. This same process of preparation is what you have been experiencing in your own life. The experiences that felt like setbacks were actually setups for your comeback. The seasons that seemed wasted were invested time, building character and strengthening faith for the assignment I am calling you to fulfill. The difficulties that felt like punishment were actually preparation, shaping you with wisdom and compassion so you can help others through their own trials. This next truth is essential for you to understand because it reveals what lies behind the wounds you have endured. The people who hurt you, who tried to sabotage your progress and steal your joy, are not your true enemies. They are individuals who allowed themselves to become instruments in the hands of a defeated foe, desperately trying to stop what I have already declared over your life. Behind every voice that spoke against you, behind every situation that attempted to crush your spirit, behind every circumstance that whispered your best days were behind you, stands a spiritual enemy who knows his time is short. But understand this clearly. He is already defeated. His power was broken at the cross when I gave my life for you. His authority was stripped away when I rose from the grave 3 days later. His kingdom was invaded and captives were set free when I ascended to heaven and sent my spirit to dwell within you. He holds no legal claim over your life, no authority over your future, and no power over your destiny, except what you surrender through fear and unbelief. The cross was not only an act of love, it was an act of war. When I hung between heaven and earth, carrying your sin and shame, I was not merely offering salvation to humanity. I was engaging in spiritual combat with the forces of darkness.
Every stripe placed upon my back paid the price for your healing. Every thorn pressed into my brow broke the curses spoken against your life. Every nail driven through my hands and feet secured your victory over every enemy you would ever face. When I cried out, "It is finished," I was not simply announcing the end of suffering. I was declaring the complete defeat of every power that had held humanity in bondage forever. Death lost its sting, and hell lost its victory. Satan lost his authority over the sons and daughters of God. The veil in the temple was torn from top to bottom, declaring that the separation between God and humanity had been permanently removed. Access to my presence was no longer restricted to a chosen few, but freely available to all who would believe. 3 days later, when I rose from the dead, I proved that even death itself could not hold what belongs to me. The resurrection became my victory lap, a public declaration that every power of darkness had been conquered, every principality defeated, and every ruler of this world overcome. I rose holding the keys of death and hell, having stripped the enemy of every weapon he once used to torment my children.
This is why the enemy works so relentlessly to fill your mind with thoughts of failure and your heart with feelings of hopelessness. This is why he sends people into your life to convince you that you are not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough, and not worthy of the blessings I have prepared for you. This is why he orchestrates circumstances meant to make you question my love and doubt my faithfulness to fulfill my promises. He knows that if you fully understand the victory won for you at Calvary, if you grasp the authority purchased for you through my blood, and if you embrace your identity as my child, you will become unstoppable in advancing my kingdom and dismantling his. So he labors tirelessly to keep your attention on your problems instead of my promises, on your weaknesses instead of my strength, and on your past instead of your future. But I am about to reveal something that will silence every lie he has whispered into your heart. I am about to demonstrate my power in your life in such a clear and undeniable way that neither you nor those around you will ever again question whether I am real, whether I care, or whether I am able to do exceedingly and abundantly more than you could ever ask or imagine. The miracle I am preparing for you is so significant, so visible, and so perfectly timed that there will be no room for doubt about my involvement in your life. What I am about to explain may surprise you, but it will reveal why my timing is always perfect, even when it appears delayed. Consider the story of Lazarus, a dear friend of mine who became gravely ill while I was ministering in another region. His sisters, Mary and Martha, sent word to me that the one I loved was sick, fully expecting that I would immediately come to heal him. They had witnessed me heal countless strangers, restore sight to the blind with a touch, cause the lame to walk with a word, and cast out demons with a command. They knew Lazarus held a special place in my heart and believed I would not allow him to die. Yet when I received their message, I intentionally waited 2 more days before beginning my journey to Bethany. This delay was not indifference to their pain or neglect of their urgent request. It was strategic timing, designed to prepare the stage for a miracle so undeniable, so powerful, and so overwhelming that it would forever redefine how people understood my authority over death. By the time I arrived, Lazarus had been dead for 4 days, long enough for decay to begin, long enough for hope to disappear, long enough for everyone to believe I had arrived too late. According to Jewish tradition, the soul was believed to leave the body after 3 days, making resurrection impossible. On the 4th day, there could be no doubt that what was about to occur would be a genuine resurrection. Martha ran out to meet me and said, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." Her words carried disappointment, confusion about my timing, and questions about my care for their family.
She had expected immediate intervention, but instead experienced delay. She hoped for healing, but encountered death. She trusted my power, yet believed it had arrived too late. What Martha did not understand was that I had not come late at all. I had come at the exact right moment. I had not ignored their request, nor had I failed to respond. I chose to answer in a way that would reveal my power more dramatically than healing alone ever could. I allowed their pain to set the stage for a miracle that would strengthen faith, restore hope, and silence doubt, and reveal my authority once again. Even my enemies were forced to acknowledge that something supernatural had taken place. Mary and Martha came to understand in a way they never had before that my timing is always perfect, that my delays are never denials, and that my ways are higher than human ways, and my thoughts are higher than human thoughts. This is exactly what I am preparing to do in your life.
What looks like delay is actually divine timing. What feels like denial is truly a divine setup for something far greater than you originally asked for. What appears to be too late is precisely on time for the kind of miracle that leaves no doubt about my involvement in your circumstances. And when that breakthrough comes, when those doors finally open, when those blessings begin to overflow, I want you to remember this moment when you felt ready to give up. I want you to recall these words from the days when you were tempted to surrender to the lie that nothing would ever change. Because when you are standing in the fullness of everything I promised you, you will understand that every day of waiting was worth it. Every season of struggle was preparing you for something greater. Every tear you cried was an investment in the joy that was coming. Right now, in this very moment, I am releasing a supernatural peace over your mind that will guard your thoughts from the attacks of the enemy. This is not ordinary peace that depends on favorable circumstances. This is peace that surpasses all understanding. It remains steady in the midst of storms and keeps your heart calm when everything around you feels chaotic. This peace is one of the benefits of belonging to my family. It is one of the privileges of being my child and one of the clear evidences that my spirit lives within you. I am surrounding your heart with divine protection so that the words of those who do not understand your calling cannot wound you. The accusations spoken against you will bounce away like arrows striking a shield. The lies told about you will have no power to penetrate the truth of who you are in my eyes. The rejection offered to you will not reach the core of your identity, because your worth is not determined by human opinion, but by divine decree. I am placing a hedge of angels around your life so that no weapon formed against you can find its target. These are not symbolic images or poetic metaphors. These are real spiritual beings with real authority, assigned to guard you in all your ways. They go before you to prepare your path. They stand beside you to strengthen you in battle. They follow behind you to protect you from attacks you cannot see, and they surround you like a wall of fire that no enemy can penetrate. I am also filling you with a faith stronger than any circumstance you will ever face. This faith is not rooted in what your natural eyes can see or your natural mind can understand. This faith is anchored in my character and my promises, rooted in my faithfulness, established in my love, and secured by my word, which cannot lie, and my nature, which cannot change. This faith will allow you to stand when others fall, to hope when others despair, to persevere when others quit, and to overcome when others surrender. The battles surrounding your life are not happening because I am weak or because my power is limited. They are happening because the enemy knows what I am about to do through you, and he is terrified of the impact you will have on his kingdom of darkness.
Every attack you have endured is proof of the greatness placed within you. Every obstacle in your path is evidence of the significant calling on your life. Pay close attention to this truth, because what I am about to share will reveal how I protect and elevate those who remain faithful despite betrayal. Consider the story of David, another servant of mine, who faced intense opposition because of the calling on his life. David was only a shepherd boy, the youngest of 8 sons, overlooked by his own family when the prophet Samuel came to anoint the next king of Israel. His father, Jesse, didn't even bother to call him in from the fields when Samuel arrived. 7 older brothers were presented, each impressive in appearance, each seemingly more qualified to wear the crown. But I did not look at their outward appearance. I looked at their hearts and found them lacking in what truly matters for leadership. I saw a young man worshiping me in the fields when no one was watching. I saw him composing songs of praise under the stars while his sheep rested nearby. I watched him defend his father's flock from lions and bears with courage that did not come from his own strength, but from his trust in mine. That unseen faith, that private devotion, and that quiet obedience were the very things that qualified him for the public victory that was coming. Just as I was shaping David in the hidden place, I have been shaping you. What others overlook, I see. What others dismiss, I value. And what seems small and insignificant now is preparing you for a victory that will one day be undeniable. He never boasted about his victories, never took credit for the supernatural strength I had given him. I watched his faithfulness in small things, his integrity when no one else was watching, and his heart of worship that flowed from genuine love rather than religious obligation. These were the qualities that qualified him for kingship, not his age, his physical size, or his position within his family.
When I anointed David through the prophet Samuel, the Spirit of the Lord came upon him with power, yet his external circumstances did not immediately change. He remained a shepherd. He was still overlooked by his family and unknown to the nation. Nothing appeared different on the surface. But everything shifted the day he went to the battlefield to deliver food to his brothers and heard the giant Goliath mocking the armies of the living God. For 40 days, this 9-foot-tall Philistine champion had taunted Israel, challenging any man to single combat, with the fate of both nations hanging in the balance. Every soldier in King Saul's army, including the king himself, was paralyzed with fear. They focused on the size of Goliath's spear, the weight of his armor, and the reputation of his victories, calculating their odds of survival as non-existent. When David heard the taunts, he did not see an unbeatable giant. He saw an uncircumcised Philistine defying the armies of the living God. He did not measure the situation by natural odds. He remembered my faithfulness in delivering him from the lion and the bear. He did not dwell on his limitations. He focused on my unlimited power working through him. When David volunteered to fight the giant, King Saul attempted to clothe him in royal armor, believing human protection would improve his chances. But David understood that the battle belonged to the Lord. He knew he had to fight in a way that made it clear the victory came from divine power, not human strength. So he removed the heavy armor, selected 5 smooth stones from the brook, and stepped onto the battlefield with only his sling, his faith, and complete confidence in my deliverance. Goliath was enraged at the sight of a young shepherd approaching without armor or sword. He cursed David by his gods and threatened to leave his body for birds and beasts. David's response revealed the source of his courage. He declared that while Goliath came with sword and spear, he came in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel's armies. He proclaimed that the Lord would deliver the giant into his hand, so the entire world would know there is a God in Israel. He declared that victory does not come by sword or spear, for the battle belongs to the Lord. With a single stone released accurately from his sling, David struck down the giant who had terrorized an entire army. The impossible became possible. The insurmountable was overcome. The unbeatable was defeated. All because a young man understood that the size of his God was infinitely greater than the size of his problem. The Philistine army fled in terror, and David's name spread throughout the land as the giant killer, the young man who believed God for the impossible. Yet that victory, as significant as it was, became the source of new hardship. King Saul grew jealous of David's popularity and began to view him as a threat. The success that should have been celebrated became the reason for persecution. The anointing that enabled David to defeat Israel's enemies caused him to become an enemy in the eyes of Israel's king. For years, David lived as a fugitive, hiding in caves, fleeing from place to place, constantly watching for Saul's soldiers who hunted him relentlessly. The anointed future king lived like an outlaw, rejected by those he served and pursued by the king he had protected. There were moments when David's faith wavered. He questioned whether Samuel had been mistaken and whether the anointing was real. During exile, David composed many psalms that have strengthened believers for generations. In Psalm 13, he cried out, asking how long the Lord would forget him, how long sorrow would fill his heart, and how long his enemy would triumph. David experienced abandonment, confusion, sorrow, and exhaustion from prolonged struggle, much like what you have felt. Yet even in darkness, his trust in my faithfulness prevailed. In that same psalm, he declared his confidence in my unfailing love and rejoiced in my salvation, choosing praise despite pain. David learned to anchor hope in my unchanging character rather than shifting circumstances. He found security not in his situation, but in my sovereignty. He discovered that my timing is always perfect, even when it defies human expectation. When Saul died and David became king, he finally understood that every year of exile had prepared him for leadership. Every cave taught humility, every escape increased dependence, every injustice shaped compassion. The wilderness years were not wasted, they were invested, building character and faith for ruling Israel. This mirrors what is happening in your life. Opposition is not evidence of absence. Delay is not denial. It is preparation for greater purpose ahead. The isolation you have felt was not abandonment. It was an invitation to draw closer to me and discover that I am all you truly need. Yet I want you to know that those battles are coming to an end. The season of warfare is giving way to a season of victory. The time of testing is transitioning into a season of blessing. The period of preparation is concluding, and the moment of manifestation is about to begin. You have passed the test. You have proven your faithfulness. You have demonstrated your commitment to me despite the resistance you faced. Now I am preparing to reward your perseverance with blessings that will exceed what you ever imagined possible. Those who criticized you will fall silent when they witness what I accomplish in your life.
Those who doubted your calling will have no choice but to acknowledge my hand upon you. The ones who tried to block your progress will stand astonished as they watch you step into opportunities they could never create for themselves. Those who attempted to steal your joy will observe a joy in you that no circumstance can touch and no person can remove. I am about to vindicate you before your enemies and honor you before those who dishonored you. I will restore everything that was taken from you and repay you double for the hardship you endured.
I am opening doors that have been locked for years and releasing opportunities that will redeem every chance you thought was lost. The breakthrough ahead will be so thorough, so complete, and so overwhelming that you will finally understand why nothing else unfolded the way you planned. Every closed door was protecting you from what would have limited your future. Every rejection was redirecting you towards something greater than you envisioned. Every relationship that ended was making space for connections aligned with your purpose. Every financial struggle was teaching you reliance on my provision rather than your own strength. Every lonely moment was drawing you closer to me so you would never anchor your identity in human approval, but only in my unconditional love. There is still more I want you to understand about how I deal with those who attempt to trap my children. Consider Daniel, one of my faithful servants who faced opposition precisely because of his devotion to me. As a young man, he was taken captive from Jerusalem and brought to Babylon, forced to live in a foreign culture while remaining loyal to the one true God. The king of Babylon sought to reshape Daniel and his friends, erasing their heritage and replacing it with Babylonian values. The goal was to strip them of their covenant identity and turn them into servants of a pagan empire. Yet Daniel made a decision that shaped his life and influenced history. He resolved in his heart not to defile himself with the king's food or wine. He chose to remain distinct as one of my people, even in exile. He refused to compromise his convictions, even if obedience cost him advancement. This decision revealed his understanding that his highest allegiance belonged to me, not earthly rulers. Because of Daniel's faithfulness, I blessed him with wisdom and insight surpassing all others. When King Nebuchadnezzar was troubled by a dream no wise man could explain, Daniel not only interpreted it, but revealed the dream itself, proving that his wisdom came from divine revelation. This display of my power elevated Daniel to a position of authority in Babylon. Yet his promotion stirred jealousy among officials threatened by his integrity. When a new king reigned and Daniel continued to prosper, his enemies searched for faults in his conduct. They found no corruption, no negligence, and no weakness in his character. The only accusation they could raise was his faithfulness to me. So they devised a scheme, persuading the king to decree that anyone who prayed to any god or man besides the king for 30 days would be cast into the lion's den. They knew Daniel prayed 3 times daily facing Jerusalem. They trusted he would not abandon worship even at the cost of his life. They relied on his consistency to become the tool of his downfall. When Daniel learned of the decree, he faced a defining choice. He could hide his prayers. He could pause worship temporarily. He could rationalize obedience while keeping silent faith. Yet Daniel understood that faithfulness cannot be divided. Integrity requires consistency. True worship does not retreat under pressure. So Daniel continued praying openly, kneeling toward Jerusalem 3 times a day, just as he always had. His enemies reported him, and the king, though distressed, was bound by his decree. Daniel was cast into the den, sealed inside with lions. Yet I shut the mouths of the lions. Daniel remained unharmed through the night. At dawn, the king rejoiced, realizing that no earthly power could overcome divine protection. Daniel emerged untouched, and his accusers faced the fate they intended for him. This is how I protect those who remain faithful. This is how I elevate those who trust me. What was meant to destroy you will reveal my glory. What was designed to end you will establish you. Stay faithful. Your vindication is near. He was not being defiant or rebellious toward human authority. He was being faithful to divine authority. He was not seeking confrontation with rulers or systems. He was seeking communion with me. He was not attempting to make a public display of rebellion. He was simply maintaining a private devotion that he refused to allow anyone to regulate, control, or restrict. When Daniel was arrested and brought before the king, even his accusers were forced to admit that his only crime was faithfulness to his God. The king himself was deeply distressed by the situation, realizing too late that he had been manipulated into signing a decree that would destroy a man he respected and valued. Yet the law of the Medes and Persians could not be changed, and Daniel was cast into the lion's den with the king's reluctant blessing. May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you. That night, while Daniel was surrounded by hungry lions that should have devoured him, I sent my angel to shut their mouths. The same God who delivered Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from the fiery furnace demonstrated his power again by preserving Daniel in the den.
Yet I shut the mouths of the lions. Daniel remained unharmed through the night. At dawn, the king rejoiced, realizing that no earthly power could overcome divine protection. Daniel emerged untouched, and his accusers faced the fate they intended for him. This is how I protect those who remain faithful. This is how I elevate those who trust me. What was meant to destroy you will reveal my glory. What was designed to end you will establish you. Stay faithful. Your vindication is near. He was not being defiant or rebellious toward human authority. He was being faithful to divine authority. He was not seeking confrontation with rulers or systems. He was seeking communion with me. He was not attempting to make a public display of rebellion. He was simply maintaining a private devotion that he refused to allow anyone to regulate, control, or restrict. When Daniel was arrested and brought before the king, even his accusers were forced to admit that his only crime was faithfulness to his God. The king himself was deeply distressed by the situation, realizing too late that he had been manipulated into signing a decree that would destroy a man he respected and valued. Yet the law of the Medes and Persians could not be changed, and Daniel was cast into the lion's den with the king's reluctant blessing. May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you. That night, while Daniel was surrounded by hungry lions that should have devoured him, I sent my angel to shut their mouths. The same God who delivered Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from the fiery furnace demonstrated his power again by preserving Daniel in the den. Early the next morning, the king rushed to the den and called out anxiously. He heard Daniel's voice responding with gratitude and worship. May the king live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me because I was found innocent in his sight. I have done no wrong before you, O king. The king immediately ordered Daniel to be lifted from the den, and not a scratch was found on him because he trusted in his God. But the story did not end with Daniel's rescue. It ended with Daniel's promotion and the judgment of his accusers. The men who had plotted against him were thrown into the same den with their families, and the lions overpowered them before they reached the ground. The trap they set for Daniel became the instrument of their own destruction. Then the king issued a new decree throughout the empire, commanding all people to fear and reverence the God of Daniel, declaring that my kingdom is eternal and my dominion endures from generation to generation. What was meant to silence Daniel's witness amplified it across the known world. What was designed to destroy his influence expanded it beyond any boundary he could have reached alone. This is exactly what I am preparing to do in your life. The opposition meant to destroy you is becoming the platform for your promotion. The attacks meant to silence your voice will amplify your testimony. The trials intended to break you will become the foundation of your breakthrough and the source of strength through which you help others facing similar battles. Now, as you stand at the threshold of your breakthrough, prepare your heart for what is coming. The blessings I am about to release are not only for you, they are for your family, your community, and every life that will be touched by your testimony of my faithfulness. You are becoming living proof of my goodness, a walking demonstration of my power, and a breathing testimony of my love for those who trust in me. The favor I am placing upon your life will open doors no amount of human effort could unlock. The wisdom I am imparting will guide your decisions and position you for success in every area. The strength I am building will enable you to carry the responsibility that accompanies blessing. The character I am developing will ensure that when increase comes, you steward it with integrity and use it for my glory. Most importantly, the relationship I am building with you through this process will become the foundation of everything else in your life. When you learn to find security in my love rather than circumstances, when you understand your worth comes from being my child and not from achievement, when you experience peace by trusting my plan even without seeing the full picture, then you will be ready for everything I place in your hands. This is why I allowed this season of testing, not to punish you, not to break you, not to watch you suffer, but to prepare you for the greatness ahead. Every challenge has been strengthening your faith and shaping your future. Every setback you have endured has been strengthening your resilience. Every disappointment has been teaching you that your hope was never meant to rest in the temporary things of this world, but in the eternal promises of your Heavenly Father, who loves you far more deeply than you could ever comprehend. And now, that long season of preparation is coming to an end. The time of planting is giving way to the time of harvest. The season of sowing in tears is transitioning into a season of reaping with joy. The long stretch of waiting, trusting, and believing is about to become the moment of receiving in real and tangible ways everything I have promised you. This marks the opening of a brand new chapter in your life. A chapter so filled with beauty and blessing that one day you will look back and recognize this very moment as the turning point where everything changed. I am drawing a line in the sand of time and declaring that your season of struggle has ended and your season of supernatural breakthrough has begun. The atmosphere surrounding your life is shifting as these words are spoken over you. The heavenly winds that resisted you are being replaced by heavenly winds that will carry you forward into your destiny.
The air itself is becoming charged with expectation. Miracles are preparing to unfold. Breakthroughs are lining up to manifest. Blessings are getting ready to overflow into your life. I want you to pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and feel the weight of worry lifting from your shoulders. That tight knot in your stomach that has lingered for months. That tension in your neck caused by stress you were never meant to carry. That heaviness in your heart that made it difficult to believe better days were ahead. I am removing it all right now through the power of my healing presence. You will not carry those burdens another day. I am taking them from you and replacing them with my peace, the kind of peace that surpasses all understanding. The anxiety that wakes you at 3 in the morning no longer has permission to disrupt your rest. The fear that whispers lies about your future is being silenced by my voice speaking truth over your life. The depression that tried to convince you nothing would ever change is being driven out by the hope I am placing within your heart right now. You are being released from every mental and emotional prison that held you captive. You are stepping into a freedom that will touch every area of your life. Consider what is about to happen in your financial situation. The limitations that kept you striving and struggling are being shattered by my supernatural provision. The debt that felt like an immovable mountain is being leveled by resources I am bringing into your life from directions you never expected. The bills that stole your sleep will be paid in full through income streams I am opening even now. I am not speaking of barely enough or just getting by. I am speaking of abundance that frees you from financial pressure, empowers you to give generously, and allows you to pursue your dreams without fear. I am speaking of provision that positions you to bless your family, support your community, and advance my kingdom. The finances you need are already in motion, and I am directing them toward you through channels that will amaze you. Some of this increase will come through the work of your hands, through new opportunities in your career that fully utilize your gifts and talents in ways you never imagined possible. I will give you ideas that distinguish you from others, strategies that give you advantage,
insights that lead you to decisions that multiply resources rather than drain them. The skills that were once overlooked will suddenly become highly valued. Other financial blessings will come unexpectedly, arriving at precisely the moment you need them. I am stirring the hearts of people you have never met to think of you when they make financial decisions. Forgotten debts will be returned with increase. Lost investments will be restored and multiplied. Inheritance you did not anticipate will find its way to you through paths only I could arrange. Yet the most beautiful aspect of your financial breakthrough will be what it allows you to do for others. When you have more than enough, you will see needs you can meet, dreams you can fund, and visions you can support. You will know the joy of saying yes when help is needed. You will experience the fulfillment of giving generously and blessing others in ways that leave a lasting impact. Your health is also entering a season of supernatural restoration. What I am doing within your body will astonish doctors and defy medical explanation. Every symptom that troubled you is being addressed by my healing power right now. The pain that lingered is giving way to strength. The weakness that limited you is transforming into vitality and endurance. I am speaking to every cell in your body, commanding it to align with my original design for wholeness and life. Your body is responding to my voice. Restoration is unfolding. Renewal is happening, and you are stepping forward into life with strength, peace, and joy restored. Every genetic predisposition toward disease is being overruled by my authority as your creator. Every pattern of illness that has followed your family line is being interrupted by my direct intervention within your bloodline. Every medical condition that has attempted to claim your future is being evicted by the same resurrection power that raised Jesus from the dead. I am renewing your youth like the eagles. Your strength is being restored. Your endurance is increasing. Your mental clarity is sharpening. You will feel better than you have felt in years. You will think more clearly than you have thought in years. You will move with an ease and confidence you believed were gone forever. The vitality you thought was lost is being returned to you, multiplied and magnified beyond what you imagined possible. Your sleep will become deep, peaceful, and restorative. Your energy will remain steady throughout the day instead of rising and crashing. Your immune system is being strengthened to resist every attack. Your metabolism is being aligned to function optimally and maintain balance within your body. Your cardiovascular system is pumping life, strength, and renewal through every vein and artery. Your nervous system is settling into calm and balance. Anxiety is loosening its grip. Tension is releasing its hold. Every system within your body is being reset to operate according to my perfect design. But this healing is not only about comfort, it is about preparation. I am restoring your body because I am equipping you for the work I have called you to do.
The energy I am giving you will allow you to pursue your purpose with passion rather than exhaustion. The clarity I am restoring will help you make wise decisions and navigate complex challenges. The strength I am building will enable you to endure pressure and to support others who are struggling under the weight of their own limitations. Your relationships are also entering a season of beautiful transformation. The loneliness that once followed you like a shadow is being replaced by meaningful connections that will enrich your life in lasting ways. The isolation that made you feel unseen and misunderstood is being broken. As I bring you into community with people who recognize your value, appreciate your heart, and celebrate your uniqueness, the romantic relationship you have been praying for, hoping for, and quietly waiting on is closer than you realize. I have been preparing someone who will love you as you are, while encouraging you to grow into who you are becoming.
This person will see beauty in your scars, strength in your struggles, and purpose in your journey. They will not be intimidated by your past or threatened by your growth. They will walk beside you, not ahead of you or behind you. They will be a partner in purpose, a companion in calling, and a teammate in making a meaningful difference in the world around you. This relationship will not be rooted in surface attraction or fleeting emotion. It will be grounded in shared values, aligned vision, and mutual respect. You will complement each other's strengths and support one another's weaknesses. You will challenge each other to grow while offering unconditional acceptance. Together, you will build a life that honors me and blesses others. The family relationships that have been strained by misunderstanding, disappointment, and unresolved pain are also being restored. Conversations that were delayed for years will finally take place. Words that were difficult to speak will be expressed with honesty and grace. Forgiveness that was withheld will be offered freely and received sincerely. Love that was hidden behind walls of self-protection will be shared openly. Unity, which I intended from the beginning, will be established as hearts soften and perspectives change. I am healing wounds that once divided your family. I am breaking down barriers that kept you distant and restoring affection that was buried beneath years of disappointment. Family gatherings will become moments of joy rather than tension. Communication will become open instead of guarded. Support will flow naturally between family members who learn to honor each other's differences. Your friendships are also being elevated. Shallow connections that left you feeling empty are being replaced with relationships that nourish your soul and challenge your growth. You will find friends who walk with you through every season, who celebrate your joy and share your sorrow. These will be people who pray for you when you are weary, speak truth when you need clarity, and rejoice in your victories as though they were their own. You will be able to show up fully as yourself, without masks or performance. They will love you at your weakest and honor you at your strongest. They will stand with you when others walk away. They will believe in you when doubt tries to take root. They will remind you of your worth when you momentarily forget who you are. In your professional life, the recognition that has been delayed is arriving with force. Talents that were overlooked are becoming essential. Skills that were undervalued are turning into the very qualities that distinguish you. Contributions that went unnoticed are being acknowledged and rewarded beyond expectation. Doors that were closed for years are opening with ease. Positions you believed were unreachable are being prepared for you. Interviews will exceed expectations. Negotiations will favor you. Offers will surprise you with their generosity. You will step into roles where your voice matters and your ideas are sought. Promotions will come sooner than expected. Compensation will increase beyond what you requested. Those who once overlooked you will now seek your guidance. Organizations that once rejected you will compete for your expertise. Opportunities that once felt impossible will become part of your daily reality. Yet beyond all external change, the greatest transformation is happening within you. Your confidence is deepening, your faith is strengthening, your identity is settling into truth. You are becoming whole, grounded, and secure. This inner renewal is the foundation for everything else, and it is already underway. The identity crisis that has weighed on you for so long is now being resolved as you begin to understand who you truly are through my eyes. The insecurity that once whispered lies about your value and worth is being silenced by the unchanging truth of my unconditional love for you. The fear that held you back from pursuing the dreams I placed within your heart is being replaced by a bold confidence that comes from knowing that I am with you, standing beside you, and fighting for you.
You are about to step into a version of yourself that you have never experienced before. This will be you at your strongest, you at your healthiest, you at your most authentic and free. You will speak with authority because you understand your identity. You will walk with confidence because you know your direction. You will love without reservation because you finally understand how deeply and completely you are loved. You will give without fear because you know that I am your source and your supply. The voices that once spoke limitation over your life will be drowned out by my voice speaking possibility, hope, and purpose. The labels others tried to attach to you will fall away and be replaced by the truth of my word over your life. You are not who your past claims you are. You are who I say you are. You are not defined by where you have been. You are empowered by where you are going. Now I want to reveal something else that will strengthen your faith for the miracle that is approaching. Consider the story of Abraham, the man I called out of comfort to become the father of many nations. When I first spoke to him, he was living in Ur of the Chaldeans, a prosperous and secure city where he had built a stable life. He had wealth, influence, and social standing. Yet he lacked the one thing that mattered most, a personal relationship with the one true God and a clear understanding of his divine purpose.
When I called Abraham to leave everything familiar and journey toward a land I would show him, I was asking him to release his sense of control and step into trust. I was inviting him to surrender his security and rely fully on my provision. I promised to make him into a great nation, to bless him, to make his name great, and to bless all families of the earth through him. However, these promises appeared impossible because Abraham and his wife Sarah were advanced in age and had no children. Year after year passed, and with each season, the promise seemed more unlikely. When I finally told Abraham that Sarah would bear a son within a year, both he and Sarah laughed because the promise defied human logic. Abraham was 99 years old and Sarah was 89. The natural ability to conceive had long passed, yet I declared life where there had been barrenness. What seemed impossible to human reasoning was completely possible to divine power. When Isaac was born, Abraham learned that I am the God who gives life to the dead and calls things into existence that do not yet exist. He discovered that my promises are not restricted by natural circumstances or human limitations. My word carries creative power. It brings life where there was emptiness and fruitfulness where there was nothing but delay. The greatest test of Abraham's faith came when I asked him to offer Isaac, the very son through whom every promise was meant to be fulfilled. This request appeared to contradict everything I had spoken about his future. Yet Abraham had learned to trust my character, even when my instructions made no sense. He believed that even if Isaac died, I had the power to raise him again, because my promises are never dependent on circumstances. When Abraham demonstrated obedience, I provided a ram as a substitute sacrifice. His faith was credited to him as righteousness. He became known as my friend, not because he was flawless, but because he trusted me when it was difficult and obeyed even when it required sacrifice. This same faith is being formed within you through the trials you have endured. Like Abraham, you are learning to trust my character when my timing is unclear. Like Abraham, you are discovering that my promises are not limited by what you can see. Like Abraham, you are being prepared to become a blessing to many through your testimony. The Isaac I am preparing for you, the miracle destined to fulfill my promises in your life, is already forming. The dream that feels most impossible, the promise that seems most delayed, is about to become your greatest testimony. What has been barren is becoming fruitful. What has been dead is coming alive. What seemed impossible is becoming inevitable. But understand this clearly. The blessings I am releasing are not limited to you alone. They are generational breakthroughs.
The curses that traveled through your family line are being broken. Cycles of poverty, addiction, sickness, and dysfunction are being interrupted. Strongholds that held your bloodline captive are being destroyed. You are not only receiving deliverance, you are becoming a deliverer. The victory I give you will become the foundation for victories in the lives of your children and their children. The blessing I release will flow through your descendants like a river. The transformation I work in you will ignite transformation in everyone connected to you. I am making you a history maker, a generation changer, a family transformer. The choices you make from this point forward will echo beyond your lifetime. The faith you demonstrate will inspire generations yet unborn. The testimony you carry will become the seed for miracles long after you are gone. This is why the enemy fought so fiercely against you. He understood that your breakthrough would impact far more than your own life. He knew that if you reached this moment, entire bloodlines would be freed. But because you persevered, because you remained faithful, because you refused to surrender my promises, you have become the key that unlocks freedom for others. Now, as the spiritual atmosphere shifts, as darkness retreats and heaven advances, prepare yourself. The miracle approaching you will require expanded faith, enlarged vision, and a heart fully open to receive exceedingly abundantly above all you could ask or imagine. The old wineskins of limited thinking must now be replaced with new wineskins that can contain the fresh wine of revelation, supernatural provision, and divine favor that I am releasing. The small containers shaped by past experiences must give way to larger vessels that are capable of holding the abundance I am pouring out. Your expectations must rise to align with my intentions for your life. I am not offering you a slight improvement or a minor adjustment to your current situation. I am bringing a complete transformation, a total renewal, a thorough renovation of every area of your life. The change will be so dramatic, so visible, and so undeniably supernatural that everyone around you will recognize that only God could have orchestrated what they are witnessing. Your family will look on in amazement as doors open that have been shut for generations. They will watch you step into opportunities they never imagined possible for someone with your background, your history, or your circumstances. They will see favor flowing toward you from unexpected directions, resources arriving from unimaginable sources, and relationships forming that once seemed impossible. They will understand that this transformation is not the result of your own strength or ability, but the manifestation of my faithfulness to the promises I spoke over your life. Your friends will be astonished by the speed of your transformation. Those who have known you for years may barely recognize the person you are becoming because the peace, confidence, authority, and joy radiating from you will be unlike anything they have ever seen before. They will ask what changed, what happened, and what made the difference. You will have the honor of pointing them to my love, my grace, and my power at work in your life. Your enemies will be silenced by the visible blessing of God resting upon you. Those who predicted your failure will be forced to acknowledge your success. Those who spoke defeat over your future will have no choice but to watch you walk in victory. Those who attempted to limit your potential will witness you rise beyond anything they believed possible. Some, humbled by what they see, will approach you seeking the secret behind the transformation they cannot deny. Listen carefully now, because what I am about to reveal will open your eyes to what has truly been happening behind the scenes. I want you to understand the spiritual warfare that has surrounded your life, because understanding this will reveal why victory is now inevitable. The struggles you have faced were not random or accidental. They were the result of a very real battle taking place in the spiritual realm over your destiny and future. The enemy recognized the potential within you long before you did. He saw the plans I established for your life before the foundation of the world.
He understood that if you fully embraced your calling, surrendered to my will, and walked boldly into your destiny, you would become a powerful force for my kingdom and a serious threat to his domain. Because of this, he worked tirelessly to stop you before you could reach your full potential. He sent people into your life to speak words designed to plant doubt about your worth, your ability, and your future. He orchestrated situations meant to drain your energy, consume your time, and distract you from pursuing the dreams I placed within you. He whispered lies about who you are, what you can do, and what I think of you. The heaviness that settled over your mind, convincing you that nothing would change and hope was pointless, was not natural discouragement. It was a deliberate assignment meant to blind you to the breakthrough approaching. The anxiety that gripped your heart with fear about tomorrow was not wisdom. It was a spirit of fear sent to paralyze your steps. The confusion clouding your thoughts, making it difficult to discern my voice or direction, was not a lack of maturity. It was a targeted attack meant to keep you from clarity and forward movement. The isolation that made you feel disconnected from support was not coincidence. It was a strategic attempt to weaken your strength through separation. But what the enemy did not anticipate was the depth of your faith and the strength of your character forged through adversity. He assumed that sustained pressure would cause you to break. He believed repeated discouragement would cause you to abandon my promises and settle for less. He thought attacking you from multiple angles would eventually lead you to surrender. He calculated your breaking point based on human weakness, but he failed to consider the divine strength flowing through you. He measured your endurance by natural standards, not realizing you are sustained by eternal purpose. He judged your resilience without understanding the depth of our relationship. He underestimated my commitment to bring you through. Instead of breaking you, the pressure strengthened you. Instead of defeating you, opposition sharpened your faith. Instead of destroying your hope, trials deepened your dependence on me. Each battle trained you for greater victories. Each challenge increased your spiritual authority. Every moment you chose prayer over panic released power in the unseen realm. Every time you praised instead of complained, darkness lost ground and light advanced. Each declaration of my promises silenced the enemy and activated angelic support. Every act of forgiveness preserved your authority. Each choice of faith over fear struck a blow against darkness. Now, after every test, every trial, and every preparation, the enemy realizes his strategy failed. The very pressure meant to destroy you has positioned you for promotion. What was intended to stop you has accelerated you. You are stepping into a season where effort meets favor, where preparation meets opportunity, and where obedience meets reward. The ground beneath you is shifting. The atmosphere around you is changing. I am releasing clarity where there was confusion, peace where there was anxiety, and confidence where there was doubt. What once felt heavy is lifting. What felt delayed is aligning. You are not behind. You are right on time. The waiting refined you. The silence strengthened you. The struggle equipped you. Now lift your eyes, open your heart, expand your faith. The season ahead will require greater capacity, deeper trust, and unwavering belief in my ability to do more than you imagined. What is coming will require courage to receive. It will demand humility to steward. It will call for wisdom to sustain. But you are ready. I have prepared you. I have strengthened you. I have walked with you through every moment. Victory is no longer approaching. Victory is unfolding. Instead of stopping you from becoming who I created you to be, the resistance you faced has actually helped prepare you for greater levels of authority and influence than you would have reached without opposition. Instead of preventing you from fulfilling your destiny, the pressure strengthened you for the weight of responsibility that comes with the calling I have placed upon your life.
The spiritual warfare that has surrounded you with such intensity is now shifting decisively in your favor. The very forces that were assigned to torment you are being reassigned elsewhere because they failed in their mission to stop you. The spiritual atmosphere over your life is being cleared of every opposing force, every hindering spirit, and every demonic assignment that attempted to limit your progress or steal your joy. I am releasing legions of warrior angels to surround you and your family with protection that no weapon of the enemy can penetrate. These are not ordinary angels. These are the same heavenly beings who fought alongside Michael the archangel when Lucifer was cast down from heaven. They are the same divine warriors who shut the mouths of lions for Daniel. They are the same supernatural soldiers who struck down 185,000 Assyrian troops in a single night to defend my people. These angels are taking their positions around your life even now, forming a hedge of protection that will prevent harm from reaching you or those you love. They go before you to prepare your way, removing obstacles and clearing paths that lead directly to your breakthrough. They stand behind you to ensure that nothing from your past can overtake you or pull you back into the patterns and cycles that once held you captive. They are positioned beside you to strengthen you in battle, to whisper my encouragement when your strength feels low, to remind you of my promises when discouragement tries to rise, and to impart supernatural strength when you feel overwhelmed. They surround you like a wall of fire no enemy can cross, like an unbreakable fortress no weapon can breach, like a foundation no storm can shake. Yet the transformation I am working in your life goes deeper than external protection. I am also changing what happens within you, reshaping the very core of who you are and how you move through this world. The old nature, ruled by fear, insecurity, and limitation, is being replaced with a new nature that operates through faith, confidence, and supernatural empowerment. The spirit of fear that filled your mind with anxiety about tomorrow is being cast out and replaced with a spirit of love, power, and sound judgment. You will no longer be paralyzed by what might happen because you will be grounded in what I have already promised will happen. You will no longer live under worst-case scenarios because your focus will be fixed on the realities I am bringing into existence in your life. The spirit of rejection that made you feel unwanted, unseen, and out of place is being removed permanently. In its place, I am releasing a deep revelation of your acceptance before me, your belonging within my family, and your importance in my kingdom. You will no longer question whether you are loved or whether you matter. You will know that you have a place, a purpose, and a future.
The spirit of poverty that trained your mind to expect lack, limitation, and scarcity is being broken off your life and your family line. Generational patterns of struggle that followed your ancestors are being interrupted by my supernatural provision. From this generation forward, your family will be known not for lack, but for faithful stewardship of abundance. The spirit of sickness and infirmity that tried to establish residence in your body is being driven out by my healing power. Every genetic tendency toward disease, every family history of illness, and every medical condition that attempted to claim your future is being overruled by my authority as the God who heals all disease and forgives all iniquity. Your body is being restored to the health and vitality I intended when I formed you in your mother's womb. The spirit of confusion that clouded your thinking and made decisions difficult is being replaced by the spirit of wisdom and revelation. You will know what to do because my spirit will guide you into truth. You will understand things that once felt hidden because insight from my presence will illuminate your path. You will make decisions with confidence because you will operate with wisdom the world cannot supply. The spirit of delay and procrastination that caused hesitation and stalled progress is being broken right now.
In its place, I am giving you a spirit of urgency and divine timing, enabling you to know when to act and when to wait, when to speak and when to remain silent, when to move forward and when to rest in trust. You will no longer struggle with indecision or second-guessing because you will operate from inner clarity born of intimacy with me. You will no longer miss opportunities due to fear or uncertainty. You will step through every door I open with courage and confidence at precisely the right moment. As these transformations unfold, you will begin operating with a level of authority you have never known before. This is not authority rooted in position or status. It is spiritual authority that flows from relationship and identity in my kingdom. You will speak to mountains of difficulty and see them move. You will command storms of opposition to be still, and they will obey. You will declare my promises over impossible situations and watch them change. You will pray for the sick and see healing. You will speak restoration over the broken and witness renewal. You will bless those bound by darkness and see freedom manifest. This authority is not something you must earn. It is your inheritance as my child. It is part of the gift of salvation, part of the privilege of citizenship in my kingdom, part of what belongs to you because you carry my name and my spirit within you. But this authority will not make you proud or arrogant. It will make you humble, compassionate, and deeply aware that everything you carry flows from relationship with me. It will make you more humble and compassionate than you have ever been before. You will clearly understand that every miracle you witness, every prayer that is answered, and every life that is transformed through your ministry is not the result of your own goodness, but the work of my grace flowing through you. You will know without question that you are simply a vessel, an instrument, a living conduit through which my power reaches those who desperately need to experience my love. The miracles that unfold through your life will never be meant to draw attention to you, but to bring honor and glory to my name. The healings that take place when you pray will not make you feel important, but deeply grateful to be trusted by the God of the impossible. The breakthroughs that occur when you speak my word into difficult situations will not inflate your ego, but will increase your reverence for my power and faithfulness. Even as you begin to operate in this new level of spiritual authority, I want you to remember that your primary identity is not that of a mighty warrior or powerful minister, but that of my beloved child. Before you accomplish anything, before you serve anyone, before you represent me in the world, you are cherished, valued, and treasured beyond words by your Heavenly Father. Our relationship is not built on what you can do for me, but on what I have already done for you. My love is not dependent on your performance, your achievements, your effectiveness, or your spiritual maturity. My love for you is unconditional, unwavering, and eternal because it is rooted in my character, not in your conduct. When this truth settles deeply within you, it will transform how you see yourself and how you relate to everyone else. You will love others not because they deserve it, but because you have experienced being loved when you did not deserve it. You will forgive others not because they have earned forgiveness, but because you have been forgiven debts you could never repay. You will serve others not to gain approval, recognition, or validation, but because your heart overflows with the love I have poured into you. This is the person I am shaping you to become. Someone who is strong yet gentle, confident yet compassionate, successful yet servant-hearted, blessed yet generous. You will become a living demonstration of what happens when a person allows me to transform their life from the inside out, when they surrender fully to my will and trust completely in my love. As you step into this new identity, embrace this new authority, and begin walking in the fullness of the destiny I have prepared for you, you must also understand that not everyone will celebrate your breakthrough. Not everyone will be happy about your promotion. Not everyone will rejoice in your success.
Some will become jealous of the favor resting upon your life and will search for ways to discredit what I am doing through you. They will examine your character closely, looking for flaws, mistakes from your past, or moments of weakness they can use to undermine your testimony. They may spread rumors about your intentions, question your integrity, and attempt to convince others that your success comes from luck, connections, or compromise rather than divine blessing. Others will feel threatened by the authority I place on you and will try to undermine your influence or challenge your right to speak into their lives. They will criticize your methods, question your qualifications, and resist your leadership because your confidence and clarity expose their insecurity. Some will attempt to make you doubt yourself by reminding you of your limitations or highlighting failures you have already overcome. Still others will feel convicted by the visible transformation in your life. Instead of being inspired, they will react defensively. Your peace will disturb their chaos. Your joy will highlight their sadness. Your growth will expose their stagnation. Your faith will confront their doubt. Rather than pursuing their own breakthrough, they may attempt to tear you down to feel better about where they are. But none of this opposition will stop what I have begun in your life. None of these attacks will take away what I have given you. None of these efforts to derail your destiny will succeed because I am your protector and your defender.
No weapon formed against you will prosper. When people speak against you, their words will fall powerless because you know who you are in me. When they attempt to sabotage your opportunities, I will open doors no human can close. When they try to isolate you, I will surround you with people who recognize your value and support your vision. When lies are spoken about your character, I will allow your life to speak truth louder than any accusation. You will not need to defend yourself because I will be your defense. You will not need to fight for your reputation because I will establish your name and your righteousness. You will not need to prove your worth because I will demonstrate your value in undeniable ways. You will not need to retaliate against those who oppose you because I will vindicate you in my time and in my way. Instead of responding with anger, you will respond with grace. Instead of reacting with pride, you will walk in humility. Instead of returning rejection with bitterness, you will offer love. Instead of responding to persecution with resentment, you will choose forgiveness. This response will confuse your enemies and convict your critics. It will reveal the depth of the transformation I have worked in your heart and the power of my Spirit operating through your life. As you continue walking in this supernatural grace, maintaining integrity under pressure and responding to evil with good, you will begin to see something remarkable. Some of those who once opposed you will become drawn to the light they see in you. Some of those who criticized you will grow curious about the source of your strength. Some who doubted you will begin to seek the truth you carry. Your life will become an invitation. Your testimony will become a bridge. Your perseverance will become proof that transformation is real and that my power is active. And through it all, you will remain grounded, grateful, and secure, knowing that everything flowing through you comes from me. This is how your story will continue to unfold, not in noise, pride, or self-promotion, but in love, authority, humility, and enduring impact. Some of those who once rejected you will begin to respect the person you have become. Your consistency under pressure will stand as a testimony to my faithfulness. Your calm in the middle of storms will become clear evidence of my presence. Your joy, even when circumstances are difficult, will serve as proof of my promises. Your willingness to love those who hurt you will demonstrate the reality of my grace at work within you. Through these qualities, many people will come to know me because they will see me living through you. This is part of the greater purpose behind your personal breakthrough.
This is why your victory matters so deeply to my kingdom, and why the enemy fought so hard to stop it. You are not receiving blessings for yourself alone. You are becoming a channel through which my blessings will flow to many others. You are not merely escaping your own struggles. You are becoming a bridge that helps others cross from hardship to hope, from pain to purpose, from brokenness to restoration. The story of your transformation will become a light for those walking through dark valleys of their own. When they hear how I turned your mourning into dancing and your ashes into beauty, and when they see undeniable evidence of my faithfulness in your life, they will find courage to cling to their own hope and trust the promises I have spoken over them. Your life will stand as a living proof that I still perform miracles. It will testify that I still take broken things and make them beautiful, that I still lift the humble and bless the faithful. Your life will be a demonstration of my goodness that skeptics cannot deny and cynics cannot explain away. Yet beyond being a testimony to others, your breakthrough will also become a continual source of joy and purpose for you. You will genuinely love the person you have become through this process. You will value the wisdom you gained, the strength you developed, the compassion you cultivated, and the faith you built. You will look at yourself and feel peace, not because you are perfect, but because you are growing. Not because you have arrived, but because you are moving in the right direction. Dreams that once felt unreachable will become part of your everyday life. Prayers that once seemed unanswered will be fulfilled so abundantly that gratitude will overflow your heart. Promises that once felt too good to be true will unfold in ways that exceed even your highest expectations. You will awaken each morning with anticipation, knowing the day holds purpose because you are partnering with me in plans that carry eternal significance. You will rest each night with satisfaction, knowing your life matters, your presence makes a difference, and your contributions carry value. Your work will feel more like a calling than a career, because you will see how it fits into the greater work I am doing on the earth. The relationships you form will feel guided rather than accidental, because you will recognize my hand in bringing the right people into your life at the right time. The resources you manage will feel more like stewardship than possession, because you will understand that everything you have is a gift entrusted to you for purposes greater than personal comfort. And in quiet moments of reflection, when you look back on the journey that brought you here, when you remember pain that once felt unbearable and confusion that once felt overwhelming, you will feel gratitude rise deeply within you. When you think about the times you wanted to quit and the days you wondered whether I had forgotten you, your heart will fill with gratitude so profound that it brings tears of joy instead of sorrow. You will understand with clarity that only experience can bring, that every tear was an investment in future joy. You will see that every struggle was preparation for the strength you now carry. Every disappointment was protection from something that would have limited your growth. Every delay was divine timing, ensuring you arrived exactly when everything was aligned for your success. Through every blessing and breakthrough, every open door and answered prayer, our relationship will continue to deepen. You will not love me more because I blessed you. You will receive my blessings more fully because you love me. You will not serve me harder because I came through for you. You will serve more freely and effectively because you trust me. The foundation of our relationship was built through trials, tested through hardship, and proven through your faithfulness when you could not see my hand. That foundation now supports levels of intimacy, trust, and partnership you once thought impossible. I will share insights with you that are not given to everyone. I will reveal my heart and my plans so you can pray with greater clarity and serve with deeper purpose.
I will entrust you with responsibilities that require the character and maturity developed only through the testing you endured. You will be more than my child. You will be my friend. You will be more than my servant. You will be my partner. You will not only receive my blessings, you will help distribute them to others who need to encounter my love and grace. And when your time on earth is complete, when you have fulfilled every purpose for which you were created, touched every life you were meant to influence, and completed every assignment I entrusted to you, you will transition from this temporary home to your eternal dwelling. You will do so with a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing you lived fully, loved deeply, and served faithfully, and that your life reflected my glory in every season. You will hear me say, "Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord." In that moment, you will fully understand that every sacrifice you made was worth it. Every hardship you endured carried purpose. Every act of faithfulness was seen, valued, and treasured by your Heavenly Father, who loves you more deeply than human language can express. But that moment is still ahead of you, because there is so much more I desire for you to experience and accomplish in this life. The breakthrough beginning now is only the first of many seasons of blessing prepared for you. The transformation you are about to witness is merely the foundation upon which even greater transformations will be built. The joy you are about to encounter is only a glimpse of the eternal joy that awaits you in my presence. Receive these words not merely as promises for your immediate future, but as a vision of the abundant life I have prepared for you. Allow them to fill you with hope that rises above your circumstances, with peace that surpasses your current understanding, and with joy that no person or situation can take away. You are loved beyond measure. You are valued beyond comparison. You are blessed beyond comprehension. You are stepping into a future that will prove these truths in ways that will astonish you and everyone who witnesses the goodness of God at work in your life. The best is yet to come, and it is coming sooner than you think. Before I seal these words with my final blessing, I want to speak clearly about specific areas of your life where you will soon see my miraculous intervention. I want you to understand not only the general promises I am making, but the detailed ways I am about to transform your circumstances and elevate your experience. Pay close attention to what I am declaring over your finances, because these are the details of a miracle being prepared for you. I am about to release what I call a suddenly moment, one that will alter your financial reality almost overnight. This will not be a slow improvement or a gradual climb out of debt. This will be a swift and undeniable shift. The change will be so dramatic that you will need to expand your capacity to receive and your wisdom to steward the abundance that flows into your life. Within the next 90 days, you will receive financial provision from sources you never expected. Funds will come through legal settlements, insurance claims, tax refunds, inheritance distributions, investment returns, business opportunities, and unexpected gifts that completely reshape your financial landscape. Some of this provision will come from people who owe you money that you had already written off. Some will come from institutions that discover they owe you compensation due to past errors or oversights. Others will come as rewards for ideas you submit, opportunities you pursue, or doors that open when you least expect them. The most remarkable aspect of this financial breakthrough will not be the amount itself, but what it allows you to become. You will no longer live as someone who is always in need. You will step into the joy of being a giver. When your needs are fully met and your future is secure, you will experience the deep fulfillment that comes from helping others. You will delight in saying yes when someone asks for help. You will experience joy in surprising others with generosity. You will feel purpose in funding projects and causes close to your heart. I will also give you business ideas and investment insights that generate long-term sustainable income. These will not be risky schemes or impulsive ventures. They will be wise, stable opportunities aligned with your gifts and interests. Some ideas will come through dreams, others through conversations, and others through observing unmet needs you are uniquely positioned to address. The wisdom I give you will protect you from mistakes that ruin many who receive sudden wealth. You will know how to save wisely, invest carefully, spend responsibly, and give generously. You will understand the difference between assets and liabilities, between fleeting pleasure and lasting value, between wise stewardship and careless extravagance. This wisdom will ensure that what I give you grows rather than disappear. In your professional life, recognition and advancement that were delayed are about to accelerate. Colleagues and supervisors will be astonished at the speed of your progress. The skills you developed when no one noticed, the knowledge gained through setbacks, and the wisdom formed through challenges were all preparation. Doors that once remained closed will open effortlessly. People who overlooked you will suddenly recognize your value. Organizations that passed you by will compete for your skills. Employers who once rejected your applications will actively pursue you, amazed they missed your potential. If you are employed, promotions, raises, bonuses, and expanded responsibilities are coming. If you are unemployed, multiple job offers will arrive, giving you the freedom to choose wisely. If you are self-employed or starting a business, resources and opportunities will accelerate your success.
Favor will extend into your workplace relationships. Difficult people will become cooperative. Communication will improve. Stalled projects will gain momentum. Dysfunctional teams will find harmony. Beyond career success, I am positioning you for influence. You will become a voice for positive change, a source of encouragement, and an advocate for fairness. Your integrity will be respected, your wisdom will be sought, your leadership will be followed. In the area of health, I am releasing healing power over your body. This healing will address visible symptoms and underlying issues alike. Your energy will increase, your sleep will deepen, your immune system will strengthen, your metabolism will function properly. Chronic pain is being addressed now. Inflammation is reducing, nerve damage is healing, muscular tension is releasing. You will wake up feeling better than you have in months, even years. This restoration will empower you to live fully and joyfully. Everything I am doing is intentional. Nothing has been wasted. You are stepping into a season where healing, provision, favor, and purpose align. What begins now will ripple forward, shaping the rest of your life in ways that glorify me and bless many others. Receive this word with faith, hold it with gratitude, walk forward with expectation. The season ahead will confirm everything I have spoken. For those who have been struggling with mental and emotional health challenges, I am releasing healing into your mind and restoration into your emotions. The depression that has felt like a heavy blanket pressing down on your thoughts is being lifted. The anxiety that has been producing fear, panic, and restlessness is being replaced with peace, stability, and confidence. The trauma that has interfered with your ability to trust, connect, and relate to others is being healed through my love and my grace. Your mind is being renewed. Your cognitive function is being enhanced in remarkable ways. Your memory will grow sharper and more dependable. Your ability to concentrate, focus, and process information will increase significantly. Your creativity will expand, and your problem-solving abilities will be multiplied. You will think more clearly, learn more quickly, and understand more deeply than you have in years.
This mental clarity will serve you across every area of your life. It will help you make wiser decisions, communicate with greater effectiveness, and pursue your goals with efficiency and confidence. But beyond this, your spiritual sensitivity will be heightened in ways that will fundamentally transform your relationship with me and your ability to discern my will. You will hear my voice with greater clarity. You will recognize my promptings with greater accuracy. You will respond to my guidance with greater confidence and speed. Your prayer life will become focused, intentional, and powerful. Your worship will grow more authentic and more meaningful. Your service will become purposeful, fruitful, and impactful. In your relationships, I am orchestrating divine connections that will enrich your life far beyond what you have known before. For those who are single, I am preparing to bring into your life someone who will not only be a romantic partner, but a true companion for the journey ahead. This person will share your values, support your dreams, challenge your growth, and complement your strengths. Together, you will build something beautiful that brings glory to my name and blessing to everyone around you. This relationship will not be born out of desperation or compromise. It will be formed through divine alignment and mutual respect. You will not need to change who you are to be loved. You will be loved as you are, while being encouraged to become everything you were created to be. You will not be required to abandon your calling or silence your dreams. This person will stand beside you as your strongest supporter and most faithful encourager as you pursue the purpose I have placed within you. For those who are married and have been facing difficulty, I am releasing healing and restoration that will transform your marriage into the partnership I always intended. Communication that has broken down will be restored. Trust that has been damaged will be rebuilt. Love that has grown distant will be rekindled. Intimacy that has been lost will be renewed. You will fall in love again, not in a shallow or temporary way, but with a deeper, more mature, and more enduring love. The issues that once caused conflict will be resolved as you learn to see one another through my eyes of grace and acceptance. New patterns of interaction will replace old habits. You will build each other up rather than tear each other down. You will encourage rather than criticize. You will support rather than compete. Your marriage will become a living testimony of what is possible when two people choose to love the way I love. For those who have struggled with family relationships, I am healing generational wounds and restoring broken connections. Parents and children who have been separated by misunderstanding will be reconciled. Siblings divided by jealousy or resentment will be reunited in love. Extended family members separated by distance or unresolved hurt will reconnect with renewed purpose. Family gatherings that once produced tension will become moments of joy. Conversations that were avoided because of pain will finally take place with honesty and compassion. Forgiveness that has been withheld for years will be offered and received, opening the door to new beginnings and fresh starts. Your friends will begin to notice a change in you that they can't explain but cannot deny. Your peace in the middle of chaos will intrigue them. Your joy despite hardship will puzzle them. Your confidence in my promises will challenge them to examine their own faith. Many will ask about the source of your strength, giving you opportunities to share your story and introduce them to the God who transformed your life.
However, I must also warn you about relationships that are unhealthy. Some connections drain rather than strengthen you. Some people take without giving. Others feel threatened by your growth and will attempt to hinder your progress. As I bring new people into your life, I will also remove those who no longer belong. Some separations will be painful, especially when they involve people you care about who are not ready to support the person you are becoming. Do not resist the endings I am bringing. Do not feel guilty for establishing boundaries. Do not compromise your growth to accommodate comfort with mediocrity. The space created by unhealthy endings will make room for healthy beginnings.
There is one final truth you must understand, and it extends beyond you to your entire family line. The transformation taking place in your life is not only personal, it is generational. The breakthroughs you experience will become foundations for the breakthroughs of your children and your grandchildren. Patterns of struggle and limitation that marked your family history are being broken permanently. New patterns of stability, abundance, and purpose are being established through your obedience. Spiritual strongholds that once controlled your bloodline are being dismantled. Curses spoken over your ancestry are being reversed and replaced with blessing. The poverty mindset that limited generations before you is being replaced with wisdom and abundance that will create lasting prosperity. Sickness that plagued your family line is being confronted by healing power flowing through your obedience. Your children will grow up surrounded by faith rather than fear, possibility rather than limitation, hope rather than despair. They will witness what it looks like to trust God and see His faithfulness. They will learn the power of prayer, the importance of integrity, the value of diligence, and the joy of generosity. The example you set will shape their choices, form their character, and guide their future. Even generations yet unborn will benefit from the spiritual foundation you are laying now. The prayers you pray today will continue working decades from now. The faith you demonstrate will inspire them to believe for their own miracles. Your testimony will become part of their spiritual inheritance. This is the why the enemy fought so fiercely against your breakthrough. He understood that your victory would create a ripple effect capable of dismantling his influence for generations. He knew that if you remained bound, your family line would remain limited. But because you persevered, because you remained faithful, because you refused to quit, you became the key that unlocks freedom for many. As you enter this new season, prepare for the responsibility that accompanies blessing. When I elevate you and prosper you, others will look to you for guidance. You will mentor those walking paths you once traveled. You will offer wisdom born from experience, compassion shaped by suffering, and hope strengthened by victory. You will be able to offer hope to those who feel hopeless, encouragement to those who feel discouraged, and wisdom to those who feel confused. The platform I am entrusting to you is not for your own glory, but for my glory expressed through your life. The influence I am placing in your hands is not for your personal advancement, but for the advancement of my kingdom through the testimony you carry. The resources I am providing are not given merely for your comfort, but for the blessing and strengthening of those around you who need to experience my love and grace. I am raising you up as a leader, but not the kind of leader who demands to be served. I am shaping you into the kind of leader who serves others with humility, compassion, and integrity. I am positioning you for influence, but not the kind of influence that manipulates people for personal gain. Rather, I am giving you influence that inspires people to rise into their highest potential. I am blessing you with success, but not success defined only by material gain or public recognition. Instead, I am giving you the kind of success measured by the positive impact you make in the lives of others. Your success will be my success, expressed through your obedience. Your breakthrough will be my breakthrough, revealed in your circumstances. Your victory will be my victory, demonstrated through your testimony. And as people observe what I have done in your life, many will be drawn to seek the same relationship with me that has transformed you so deeply. This is the beginning of the most exciting chapter of your story. This is the launch point for experiences and adventures that will exceed anything you once imagined possible. This is the foundation for influence and impact that will extend far beyond your lifetime. You are not merely entering a season of personal blessing,
You are entering a season of kingdom advancement where your life becomes a conduit for my power, my love, and my purposes in the earth. The dreams you carried as a child, the ones that once seemed far too large to ever come true, are now approaching fulfillment. The visions I placed in your heart years ago, which you questioned or set aside, are about to manifest in ways that will surpass even your highest expectations. The promises I whispered to you in prayer, which once seemed impossible, are now becoming reality in undeniable and tangible ways. Every person who told you that your dreams were unrealistic will have to admit that they underestimated both your potential and my power. Every circumstance that appeared to block your progress will be revealed as part of the path that led you forward. Every delay that frustrated you will be understood as divine timing that positioned you perfectly to receive what you needed at the precise moment you were ready.
The story unfolding in your life will be one you will cherish telling, and others will find strength in hearing. It will be a story where impossibility becomes possibility, where limitation gives way to breakthrough, where human weakness is overtaken by divine strength. It will bring hope to the hopeless, faith to the doubting, and love to those who have known rejection. As you live this story and walk in this victory, you will understand in a deeper way than ever before that I am not only the God of your eternity, but the God of your everyday life. I am not only the God of your salvation, but the God of your success. I am not only the God of your soul, but the God of your circumstances. I am the God of your worship and the God of your work. I am the God of your relationships, your dreams, your challenges, and your victories. Nothing in your life exists outside of my care or beyond my power to transform. No problem is too great for my strength. No situation is too complex for my wisdom. No challenge is too difficult for my intervention. No dream is too ambitious for my resources. What appears impossible to you is fully possible to me. What others consider unlikely is already certain in my plan. What feels delayed in your time is perfectly aligned in mine. So walk forward with confidence, knowing your future is secure in my hands. Live each day with expectation, knowing that every sunrise draws you closer to the fulfillment of all I have promised. Face every challenge with courage, understanding that I am with you and for you, and that nothing can ultimately stand against what I have determined to accomplish through your life. The best days of your life are not behind you, they are still ahead. The greatest victories you will experience have not yet been won. The most significant impact you will make has not yet been realized. The deepest joy you will feel has not yet been experienced. The strongest relationships you will build have not yet been formed. The greatest provision you will receive has not yet arrived. Everything good you have experienced so far has been preparation for something greater. Every blessing you have received has been a deposit toward blessings still to come. Every victory you have won has been training for even greater victories ahead. Every door that opened has been guiding you toward doors far larger than you imagined. You are standing at the threshold of the most extraordinary season of your life. This season will be marked by favor, blessing, and supernatural intervention so evident that you will repeatedly say, "Only God could have done this," and you will be correct. What I am about to do in your life will be unmistakably my work, my power, my love displayed through your circumstances for my glory and for the blessing of everyone you encounter. The time of struggle has ended. The time of breakthrough has begun. The season of waiting is complete. The season of receiving has arrived. The period of preparation has concluded. The period of manifestation has begun. Everything is shifting now. Everything is accelerating now. Everything is aligning now for your complete transformation. As I bring this message to a close, I want to speak one final word over your spirit, a word that will anchor these promises in your heart and seal them with my eternal love.
What I am doing in your life is not temporary or conditional. It is permanent and unconditional because it flows from who I am, not from what you do. My love for you does not change with circumstances. My commitment to you does not waver with performance. My plans for you are not altered by your past. You are mine, and I am yours, forever and always. The relationship we share is not a contract that can be broken. It is a covenant that can never be dissolved. When moments of doubt arise in the days ahead, and they will, remember that your security is not rooted in your feelings, but in my faithfulness. When circumstances appear to contradict what I have spoken, remember that my word is more reliable than what your eyes can see. When people question whether what you are experiencing truly comes from me, remember that my sheep know my voice and will not follow a stranger. The miracles unfolding in your life are not the result of your effort or merit. They are the result of my love and my choice to display my power through your story. You do not need to force outcomes or manipulate situations. You are called to rest in my promises and trust my timing. When the financial breakthrough arrives, when healing manifests, when relationships are restored, when opportunities open, and when dreams come alive, remember that it was my grace that made it possible. Give me the glory for every good thing that enters your life. Let your testimony always direct hearts toward me. Understand also that these blessings are not the destination. They are the beginning of a deeper partnership with me. The more I bless you, the more I will use you to bless others. The more I heal you, the more you will carry healing to those in need. The more I prosper you, the more you will become a channel of provision. The more you experience my love, the more you will reflect it to others. Your breakthrough is not only about your happiness, though I desire your joy. It is not only about your success, though I want you to thrive. It is not only about your personal blessing, though I delight in blessing you. Your breakthrough exists to reveal my glory through your life in such a powerful way that it draws others toward me. The testimonies you carry will become bridges for others to cross from death into life, from bondage into freedom, from despair into hope. The wisdom you gain through this journey will become guidance for others who are facing similar challenges. The peace you learn to carry will become comfort for those walking through storms of their own. The joy you experience will become encouragement for those struggling under the weight of depression and despair. This is why I have invested so deeply in your transformation. This is why I have allowed you to walk through what you have endured. This is why I have remained patient with every step of your growth process. I have not been shaping you solely for your own benefit. I have been preparing you to become a blessing to many, a light in the darkness, and a voice of hope in a world that has forgotten how to hope.
Yet, even as you embrace this calling to serve others, never forget that your first and most important identity is as my beloved child. Before you are a minister, you are a child. Before you are a leader, you are a follower. Before you are a giver, you are a receiver. Before you are strong for others, you must be rooted and strengthened in me. Continue to come to me with your own needs, your own questions, and your own struggles. Continue to seek me for your personal growth, your healing, and your guidance. Continue to depend on me for your strength, your wisdom, and your peace. The more you receive from me privately, the more you will be able to give to others sincerely and authentically. Never allow ministry to replace intimacy. Never let service become a substitute for relationship. Never allow helping people to overshadow knowing me. The source of your effectiveness will always be the depth of your connection to me. The power of your testimony will always flow from the reality of your transformation. The influence of your life will always be measured by the authenticity of your experience with me. Remember this clearly. My love for you does not depend on how effectively you minister or how successfully you fulfill your calling. Even if you never help another person, even if you never share your testimony publicly,
Even if you never achieve anything impressive in the eyes of the world, you remain precious to me. You remain valuable. You remain deeply and endlessly loved. You do not earn my love by what you do for me. You express your love for me through how you love others. You do not maintain my favor through performance. You demonstrate gratitude for my favor through obedience and service. You do not prove your worth through accomplishments. You discover your worth through my acceptance of you exactly as you are. As you step into this new season, walk with confidence, but also with humility. Walk in authority, but remain submitted. Operate in power, but lead with love. Move boldly, yet stay gentle. Succeed with courage, but guard your integrity. Prosper with abundance, but remain generous. Become everything I created you to be, but never forget whose you are. Accomplish the purposes I have given you, yet always remember who empowers you. Enjoy the blessings I place in your life, but never lose sight of the one who provides them. Touch the lives I place in your path, but always point them back to the source of the love flowing through you. Live each day as an act of worship. Treat every conversation as an opportunity to minister. Face every challenge as a chance to demonstrate faith. Receive every success as a platform to testify. Let your life become a living prayer, a walking message, a breathing blessing to everyone whose path crosses yours. And in the quiet moments, when it is just you and me, when ministry demands are set aside and leadership responsibilities are paused, remember that these moments are the most important of all. In the secret place of relationship, in the hidden place of fellowship, and in the still place of communion, you will find the strength you need for everything else. There you will receive wisdom for every decision, love for every person, and grace for every challenge. Never become so busy helping others that you neglect time with me. Never become so focused on doing things for me that you forget to simply be with me. Never allow urgency to overshadow relationship. I am not only your commander issuing instructions, I am your father inviting you into fellowship. I am not merely assigning tasks, I am inviting companionship. The work will always exist, the needs will always be present, the opportunities will always arise. But this moment, this season, this chapter of your life will never return. Embrace it fully, live it intentionally, love me deeply, trust me completely, follow me faithfully, serve me joyfully. Let every moment become a celebration of the relationship we share and the journey we have walked together. The future before you is bright, brighter than you can imagine. The path ahead is clear, clearer than it has ever been. The purposes are unfolding in ways that will exceed your expectations. The promises are manifesting with perfect timing. My love is being expressed in ways that will overwhelm you with gratitude and joy. You are stepping into the most exciting, fulfilling, and meaningful chapter of your life. More than that, you are entering a deeper level of relationship with me that will satisfy every longing of your heart and meet every need of your soul. You are not only receiving what you asked for, you are receiving what you did not even know you needed. You are not only receiving what you prayed for, you are receiving what your spirit has been longing for since the beginning. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your season. Everything you have endured has led to this. Everything you have learned has prepared you for this. Everything you have hoped for is beginning to be realized now. Walk forward with confidence, knowing you are loved. Step into your future with faith, knowing you are blessed. Embrace your destiny with hope, knowing you are chosen. Live anchored in peace, knowing you belong to me. The best is still ahead. The greatest is yet to be revealed. The most beautiful is yet to unfold. The most amazing is yet to be experienced. And it all begins now. It starts now. It comes together in this moment when you choose to believe, receive, and embrace everything I have prepared for you.
You are my masterpiece, and I am unveiling you to the world. You are my treasure, and I am displaying you with honor. You are my beloved, and I am pouring out love that will take your breath away. You are my child, and I am giving you an inheritance beyond imagination. Prepare yourself. Get ready for miracle after miracle. Get ready for blessing after blessing. Get ready for breakthrough after breakthrough. Get ready for victory after victory. Get ready for the most extraordinary season of your life to begin now, as these words take root within you and begin producing everything I have promised. This is not the end of our conversation. This is the beginning of our greatest adventure together. This is not goodbye. This is simply a promise of seeing you again as we continue walking side by side into everything I have prepared for you. This is not the conclusion of your story. It is the introduction to the most extraordinary chapters still waiting to be written. I love you with an everlasting love. I have loved you with an everlasting love. I will love you with an everlasting love. Nothing will ever change that truth. Nothing will ever diminish it. Nothing will ever threaten it. You are mine forever, and I am yours forever. Together, we will do great things, experience great things, and enjoy deep fellowship for all eternity. Rest in that love now. Bask in that assurance now. Celebrate that reality now. Then rise ready to step into the new life I have prepared for you, knowing that with every step you take, I will be right beside you, guiding you, protecting you, blessing you, and loving you with a love that never ends. Before I release you into this new chapter of your life, let me paint one final picture of what is coming. It will be so specific and so detailed that when you see it unfold, you will have no doubt that these words came from me. Within the next 30 days, you will begin to notice signs of transformation appearing in your physical reality. They will begin small, but they will be unmistakably supernatural in both timing and nature. You will receive unexpected phone calls that reopen doors you believed were permanently closed. You will encounter people in ordinary places who speak words that confirm what I am speaking to your heart right now. You will discover money you forgot existed, uncover opportunities you did not know were available, and witness coincidences so perfectly timed that you will recognize them as divine appointments arranged by my hand. Within 60 days, the momentum will increase so rapidly that you will scarcely have time to process one miracle before another appears. Your phone will ring with job offers, business proposals, investment opportunities, and invitations that seemed impossible only weeks earlier. Your mailbox will contain checks, refunds, settlements, and gifts that leave you in awe of my provision. Your relationships will experience healing, restoration, and new connections that bring joy back into your life in ways you thought were lost forever. Yet the most remarkable transformation will be happening within you. You will notice your sleep becoming deeper, calmer, and more restorative. Your energy levels will rise significantly, giving you endurance to pursue opportunities that once would have exhausted you. Your creativity will expand, your problem-solving skills will sharpen, your confidence will grow to levels you have never known. People around you will comment on the change they see. Your coworkers will notice how you face challenges with calm assurance that inspires trust and confidence. Your family will observe that the stress and anxiety that once burdened you no longer control you. Your friends will marvel at the peace radiating from your presence and the joy flowing from your spirit, even in situations that would normally provoke fear. As these external and internal changes become more visible, your spiritual sensitivity will also increase, transforming your relationship with me. You will hear my voice more clearly during prayer and reflection. You will recognize my guidance more readily in daily decisions. You will sense my presence more tangibly in worship and service. This heightened sensitivity will also allow you to discern spiritual environments and recognize attacks before they gain influence in your life. You will know when words spoken over you are not aligned with my will, and you will have the wisdom and courage to reject them before doubt or discouragement takes root. You will also begin to operate in spiritual gifts you may not have experienced before. Words of knowledge will come to you concerning the needs of others, enabling you to pray with precision and compassion. Words of wisdom will flow from your mouth, offering clarity where confusion once reigned.
Words of encouragement will rise from your heart, lifting those who have been crushed by hardship. Your presence will become a place of refuge, your voice a source of strength, your life a testimony of my faithfulness. Most importantly, you will begin to recognize the generational impact of your breakthrough. Its influence will extend beyond your immediate family to touch lives you may never meet. Children and grandchildren not yet born will benefit from the spiritual foundation you are laying now. Your obedience today is shaping futures far beyond your sight. What you are building in this season will echo forward, carrying hope, faith, and freedom into generations yet to come.
Communities and nations will be affected by the ripple effects of the transformation that is taking place in your life right now. The enemy understood this generational impact, which is why he fought so hard to prevent your breakthrough from happening. He knew that if you could be stopped, if you could be defeated, if you could be convinced to give up, he could maintain strongholds that have been in place for generations. But because you have persevered, because you have maintained your faith, and because you have refused to surrender to defeat, you have become the key that unlocks freedom not just for yourself, but for countless others. The prayers you have prayed during your season of struggle have not been only for your own deliverance, they have been intercession for the deliverance of your entire bloodline. The faith you have demonstrated during your time of testing has not been only for your immediate benefit, it has been depositing spiritual capital into the accounts of your descendants that they will draw upon for generations to come. The character you developed through your season of preparation has established patterns of integrity, perseverance, and faithfulness that will become part of your family's spiritual DNA. The wisdom you have accumulated during your season of waiting has not been solely for your own guidance. It is being stored in the treasury of heaven to be dispensed to your children and their children when they need it most. And the breakthrough that you are about to experience is not merely for your own blessing. It will become a testimony that inspires faith in people you will never meet, in places you will never go, and at times you will never see. Your story will be told and retold, shared and reshared until it reaches those who desperately need to know that the same God who did great things for you is ready and willing to do great things for them. This is why your breakthrough is so important to the kingdom of God. This is why so much has been invested in your transformation. This is why patience has been exercised throughout your process. You are not just another person being helped, you are a strategic player in a plan to reveal divine glory to this generation and to generations that follow. The territory you are about to take in the spiritual realm will become the territory your children and grandchildren inherit and build upon. The strongholds you destroy in your own life will remain broken for your descendants. The patterns of victory you establish will become the normal way of operating for your family line. Where poverty once defined your family, prosperity will now emerge. Where sickness once pressed down your lineage, health will begin to dominate. Where broken relationships once left a legacy of division, unity and healthy connections will be formed. Your breakthrough marks the beginning of a new era for your entire family tree. Your victory will be the foundation upon which future victories are built. Your testimony will be the first chapter in a book of miracles written by those who follow after you as they walk in the spiritual inheritance you are establishing. This generational impact extends beyond your biological family to everyone who comes into relationship with you, to everyone influenced by your testimony, to everyone touched by your ministry, and to everyone who benefits from your success. The businesses you start will create employment and opportunity for those who need them.
The wealth you accumulate will fund projects and causes that make a difference in communities across the world. The wisdom you gain will be shared through books, articles, speeches, and conversations that educate and inspire countless individuals. The healing you receive will qualify you to minister healing to others who are suffering from similar conditions. The restoration you experience in your relationships will enable you to help others rebuild what has been broken in their lives. The platform you are being given will become a stage from which divine love, power, and faithfulness are demonstrated to broad audiences. The influence entrusted to you will shape opinions, change minds, and transform hearts in ways that advance the kingdom and accomplish purposes on earth. Through every blessing, every breakthrough, every miracle, and every victory, never forget that it all started in this moment, when you chose to believe promises despite your circumstances, when you chose to trust character despite your confusion, when you chose to hold on to hope despite discouragement. This moment is the turning point. This message is the catalyst. These words are the seed that will grow into the harvest of everything that has been promised to you. If you choose to believe, to receive, and to act on what has been spoken, you will see everything described come to pass in ways that exceed even these detailed declarations. If you choose to doubt, to dismiss, or to ignore this word, you will remain where you are, wondering what might have been if you had chosen faith. The choice is yours. The decision is in your hands. The outcome depends on your response. Yet know this: love and commitment toward you are not dependent on your choice. The invitation to the fullness prepared for you remains regardless of how you respond to this moment. If you are ready, willing, and have the faith to believe and the courage to step into the offer, then prepare for the adventure of a lifetime. Prepare for blessings beyond your wildest dreams. Prepare for breakthroughs beyond your highest expectations. Get ready for the most incredible season of your life to begin now. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss what is spoken to encourage your spirit. Type Amen in the comments to receive this blessing and to declare your belief in God's promises for your future. Join a community of believers who gather daily to receive encouragement and hope, knowing that every word spoken is a gift of love from a heavenly Father who delights in blessing His children.